Good morning, y'all. It's Marvelous Monday. I hope that everybody had a great Valentine's weekend and that you enjoyed all the sunshine that we had over the weekend. It is a beautiful day today, a little bit chilly, but that's okay. We got some rain coming back in. This week we are starting our series on buying a home. Now, a lot of this information is going to go towards first-time home buyers. Second, if you hadn't bought a home in quite a while, some of the information may help you out. So I hope that everybody can get a little bit of tidbits from this. Today we're going to talk about the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. And please note, disclosure in big bold letters. I am not a mortgage lender. I am not a mortgage broker. So any information that I give you is just from my knowledge, from learning over the years. So please check into it, research. Basically, a pre-qualification is your first step. And when you call up a broker or a lender that deals with mortgage, they're going to just take down the basic information. You can do it online. You can do it over the phone. They're going to ask you the basics of what your income is, how much debt you have, and any assets that you have. Now, from this, they're going to give you a basis of what you may qualify for. Not what you're guaranteed, not what you're locked into, what you may qualify for. They may start going over some of the options of loans, depending on your credit history. And they may ask you if you know what your credit is or the basics of your credit as far as the score goes, and then they can go from there. From this, they can actually write out a pre-qualification letter, and that is what can be presented with an offer to a seller on a home. Most sellers will accept a pre-qualification letter. There are some sellers that want a pre-approval letter, and there is a difference, and I'll go into that a little bit more here in just a minute. As of right now, it is seller's market, so they have the right to ask for either or. And the reason they may ask for a pre-approval is because it is more in depth. I want to get my words right here. I don't want to say something that somebody can, construe in the wrong way. But a pre-approval is one step further from a pre-qualification. A pre-approval, that brokerage lender, broker, they have actually required you to send in paycheck stubs, bank statements maybe, to prove that you have cash assets, your income, your debts. They may ask for anything that, like if you've had school loans or anything of a bankruptcy, they're going to ask for letters that those have been dismissed, paid off, whatever the case may be. They are going to run the numbers. They're going to pull a full credit history on you. They are going to make sure that you can qualify for a loan amount. Now, based off all those numbers, they're going to discuss everything with you. And hopefully this is somebody that you have researched, that you truly feel comfortable with, because you don't want to start having your credit pulled by 2 or 3 different brokerage lenders, or and then because every time it does, it kind of dings your credit and it's going to put a point on there. So you just want to make sure that you're sure of who you want to work with, who you want to go with, and then go from there. That pre-approval is going to lock you into a mortgage with them. They are going to contractually agree to loan you the money to purchase a home. From there, you get a better bird's eye view. They can break things down, on a payment as to what is included in that payment. Maybe it's the taxes, the insurance. Are you going to pay those separately? How much of a down payment is going to be required? How much you're going to have on closing costs on the back end of everything. So With that, you are locked in. The seller knows that you are good to go, and there's not going to be anything shown up, in the weeks coming that may force you to step away from the home. So, those are the little bit of the differences. I thoroughly really encourage you to research, pull it up online. There is so much information out there, all the different brokerage lenders and brokers, and there is a difference between those two. A lender, generally maybe somewhere where you bank all the time, Employees Credit Union, Wells Fargo, BB&T, Pinnacle, just any type of banking industry. They also do mortgage loans. Because not all of them will. A broker is going to be one that is all they do. Mortgages is all they do. They don't do finance cars. They don't do savings accounts. They don't do checking accounts. They don't do anything like that. So there is a difference. So please research. Know what you're getting into. Understand it. And choose someone who is going to be willing to take the time to explain all the differences to you. There are so many different laws and rules and regulations when it comes to the mortgage industry. I cannot even begin to get into those. It is a whole nother sea of information that I necessarily, don't have all of it. And I have several that I call and get information from or advice from, multiple times. So just reach out there, learn, and do what you need to do. And that is going to be your first step. At least the pre-qualification is going to give you an idea of what you do qualify for and what price range you want to stay in when you start looking for homes. Have that done, have it ready. Generally, the pre-qualification letters are, for 60 to 90 days, depending on who it is you're dealing with. So it gives you a little time to look and just check around, and those can always be updated. I hope this helps a little bit, and I hope that you guys have a great week. Next week, we will go into step 2, and I look forward to seeing and hearing from you. Talk to you later. Bye.